Hong Kong's obituary has been written many times. You've probably read a version of it. The headlines saying business is leaving, the city's best days are behind it. Here's what the headlines miss. By the end of last year, Hong Kong had 1.56 million registered companies, an all-time record. That's roughly one company for every 5 people in the city. Founders from all over the world are still choosing Hong Kong, quietly, in record numbers. Why? In this video, I'll give you the 7 real reasons, not brochure talk, but the practical advantages founders actually experience. And stay with me, because reason number 6 is the one most people underestimate. Then, at the end, I'll tell you honestly who Hong Kong is not right for. Let's get into it. Reason 1. Hong Kong is one of the easiest places on earth for a foreigner to fully own and run a company without living there. 100% foreign ownership, no minimum capital, no requirement to have a local resident director. You, sitting in Berlin or Sao Paulo or Sydney, can be the sole director and sole shareholder. Compare that with many jurisdictions, including Singapore, where you'll need a locally resident director before you can even start. And the process matches the promise. Incorporation is fully digital. Applications are typically approved in about 1 to 2 working days, and you never need to board a plane. We've covered the exact steps in our registration guide. The point here is simple. The front door is genuinely open. Reason 2. The tax system is small enough to actually understand. Profits tax is 8.25% on the first 2 million Hong Kong dollars of profits, and 16.5% above that. And then, this is the part that surprises people. The list of taxes that simply don't exist. No VAT or sales tax. No capital gains tax. No withholding tax on dividends. 1 number, 2 rates, and a short list of nothings. And because Hong Kong taxes only profits sourced in Hong Kong, businesses operating genuinely offshore may qualify for exemption. We made a full video on how that really works, including the myths. For a founder, the practical benefit isn't just the low rate. It's that you can predict your tax position without a PhD. Reason 3. No capital controls. Money can flow in and out of Hong Kong without restriction. Profits, dividends, investments, in any currency. The Hong Kong dollar has been pegged to the US dollar since 1983, giving you a stable anchor for international pricing. For an e-commerce seller collecting in dollars and euros while paying suppliers in renminbi, that freedom isn't a nice to have. It's the whole workflow. This is rarer than it sounds. Plenty of low-tax jurisdictions will happily let money in, then make you fight to get it out. Hong Kong's openness runs in both directions. Reason 4. Geography that works for your supply chain. Hong Kong sits at the edge of the Greater Bay Area. That's the cluster of 11 cities around the Pearl River Delta in southern China, including Shenzhen and Guangzhou, with a combined population of over 80 million. It's one of the world's densest manufacturing and technology regions, and the wider mainland Chinese market lies beyond it. If you source products in Shenzhen or Guangzhou, your company is a border away from your suppliers, with world-class ports and one of the busiest air cargo hubs on the planet. For e-commerce founders, this is the difference between managing your supply chain from across the world and managing it from next door. Reason 5. Credibility that travels. Hong Kong runs on common law, the same legal family as England, the US, Australia, and Singapore, with English as an official language of business and contracts. When you show a Hong Kong company to an investor, a marketplace, or a payment provider, they know what they're looking at. Audited accounts, a public registry, enforceable contracts. That recognition has a real price tag. A company from an obscure jurisdiction may save you a little tax and then cost you every time someone runs due diligence on you. A Hong Kong company opens those conversations instead of complicating them. And here's reason 6, the one I said people underestimate. Hong Kong is ranked the world's number 3 financial center in the latest Global Financial Centers Index, behind only New York and London, first in Asia Pacific, and first in the world for Fintech. What does that abstraction mean for you? It means depth. The international banks are there, a licensed virtual banking sector is there, and the payment platforms your business runs on are there, often with Hong Kong as their home base. Founders fixate on tax rates, but day to day, you'll feel your financial infrastructure far more often than your tax rate. This is where Hong Kong quietly outclasses almost everywhere else. Reason 7. Hong Kong is a free port. No tariffs on general imports and exports, and it consistently ranks as the world's freest economy, including first place for freedom to trade internationally. Around that openness sits a deep professional ecosystem: accountants, auditors, lawyers, and corporate service providers who work with international founders every single day. Whatever your situation is, someone in Hong Kong has handled it 100 times. The honest catch. Now the part most videos skip. Hong Kong is not effortless, and you should hear that from us before you commit. Banking is the real friction point. Traditional banks are cautious with non-resident owners, and you'll need proper preparation or a digital alternative. We've made 2 full videos on exactly this. Every active company needs an annual audit. There's no small company exemption. And the compliance calendar, annual returns, tax filings, registration renewals, is real and enforced. Here's the honest framing. Hong Kong is low tax, but it is not low standards. That's precisely why banks and investors trust Hong Kong companies. If anyone promises you a zero-effort, zero-scrutiny setup, walk away. So who is Hong Kong right for? Hong Kong fits you best if you're a non-resident founder who wants full remote ownership. You sell globally, especially e-commerce or digital services. You source from or sell into China and the region, or you want credibility with international banks and platforms. Think twice if your team and your first market are firmly in Southeast Asia. Singapore may serve you better, and we've made a full comparison video. Or if you're not prepared to take compliance seriously. The founders who thrive in Hong Kong are the ones who treat it as a real company, not a mailbox. How Captime can help. At Captime, Corporate Management Limited, helping global founders build in Hong Kong is all we do. Incorporation, company secretary, bookkeeping, audit, and tax filing, handled properly from day one. If you're weighing Hong Kong for your business, let's look at your specific situation, your market, your supply chain, your banking needs, and give you a straight answer, including if Hong Kong isn't the right fit. Book a free 15-minute consultation at captime.hk or use the link in the description. No credit card, no obligation. 1.56 million companies don't register in a city by accident. They register where ownership is open, taxes are simple, money moves freely, and the world takes you seriously. That's Hong Kong's real pitch. And now you know both sides of it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more practical content on Hong Kong company setup, tax, and compliance. See you in the next video.